Why, hello everybody, and welcome to Volume 3. This is the third video in the Aspire for Awesome 30-Day Challenge. We're going to get a little more tangible right now in what we're doing. See, the first 2 weeks was kind of the setup, or the first two videos, not weeks, I'm sorry, were kind of a setup to get you ready, prepare you for what are your goals going to be, why are you doing them, what are your commitments, what are you committing to doing, so that now we can begin to put the action steps in place. See, the beginning, that was just preparation. The first two videos were just for preparation. This one here is the nuts and bolts of what's going on. This is the nuts and bolts of any successful journey, what it takes. First and foremost, you're going to have a calendar. I don't care if you do a Google Calendar, if you've got an iPad and an Apple and an iMac like myself, you can sync all of your calendars together so that you always have your calendar in front of you. Or if you just buy a Covey planner, whatever you decide to do, whatever works for you is awesome. Even if you just do it on a piece of scrap paper every day, I don't care as long as it keeps you organized. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to be completely focused in on what it's going to take to reach your goals. See, you've committed now. You've written out the goals. Now, how are we going to get there? What does it take every day to get there? That's what we're doing right now. See, the biggest issue with people searching and planning and heading for success is that they're not actually planning it out. They don't actually know what they're going to do each day. So then they don't know whether they didn't or did do what it takes to get there. The biggest mistake that people make is that they think they know what they're going to do, but they don't have a clue as to what it's going to take to get there. I'm going to give it pretty simple here. I'm going to give you my example. And a part of my coaching is also to take you into a nutritional health plan. Because I believe mind and body on the same plan is going to take you far, baby. But I know that 4 days a week I have to go to the gym. And sometimes each week those 4 days may change. But I know at the beginning of my week, I know what 4 days I'm going based on the schedule of the things that I cannot change around. I know what it is that I'm going to eat and when I'm going to eat it in the beginning of the week so that there's no mystery, there's no confusion as to what I'm going to eat during the week. Again, my goal is to get down to another 15 pounds, and you guys are on this journey with me. It's crazy, but you guys are coming with me on this journey. Hopefully, I inspire some of you to get a little more healthy. But back to the point here. The plan that I write down is, what am I going to eat for the week? When am I going to make the food? When am I going to buy the food? Now you see, I know when I'm going to make it. Well, let's start from the beginning. I know exactly what I'm going to buy. I know exactly what I'm going to make. I know exactly when I'm going to eat it. So I have a plan on how I'm going to lose my weight. Because also I know when I'm going to the gym. Now it's funny, most people don't even do that when they're going for a healthy plan, a healthy eating plan. You have to have a plan of action in any successful venture that you're heading down towards. And so what we're going to get to here is in your goal. Let's just take a look at your 30-day goal. My 30-day goal, I'm going to be transparent here. I'm doing it right with you. My 30-day goal was to have 500 hits on my YouTube videos. Just a start for me. That's a small start. I got way bigger goals. I want to go viral with this thing. But right now, I just want to get started with 500 hits. And so, I know today I had to make the video. Friday night, I had to write the plan for the video. I know Sunday night, I have to edit and put together the video so that you guys can see the finished product as you're seeing it. You know, there's going to be music playing in the background, and you're going to have the captions in the front. That's all planned out. I don't do this by accident. This isn't a mistake. It's got to be planned out. You cannot reach success by accident. You have to be focused. You have to plan on it. You've really got to be a little meticulous in what you're doing. What I'm going to tell you is, if you have a business, I got to get a little excited. I had to move up in my chair a little bit. I want to give you an idea. I'm going to talk about somebody most of us know about, a man, Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan had a plan. What most people don't understand is that Michael Jordan was not in the gym working for championship number one. Oh, no, 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 no. Championship number one was just a natural benefactor of what he was really searching for, which was a dynasty, which was to be the greatest. He was tired of losing. He never wanted to lose again. He tasted victory in college. He got to the NBA, and he had to step it up a notch. Yeah, he was athletically gifted, but so are so many other basketball players. The difference was that Michael knew that he had to wake up in the morning. He had to be on purpose. You know what? He hired a personal chef. He had to be on purpose. He hired a strength trainer. He had to be on purpose. He hired a shooting coach. He had to be on purpose. He hired coaches in every aspect of his life so that they would schedule the plan for him. So there was no mistake on what it took for him to be the best basketball player on the planet. See, he didn't just happen to become the best basketball player on the planet. He planned for it. He worked for it. Another man, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, one of the best NFL football players to ever live. Jerry Rice knew that he had to work harder than everybody else. He came from a small school where greatness wasn't picked out. He wasn't the number one draft pick and just expected to be great. He wasn't even expected to be that good. They thought he was slow. They didn't think he could run good routes. They didn't think he could create separation. They didn't think he was big enough. He had a lot of doubts, but he made a plan. He worked harder than everybody else. He stepped into the weight room before everybody else, left after everybody else, because you know what? He knew in his plan that he wasn't the biggest, the strongest, or the fastest, but he wouldn't be outworked. Ray Lewis had a great saying in the 30 for 30 about Walter Payton when he talks about, I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the strongest, but then I met work ethic. What I'm telling you right now is you have to plan your work ethic. You can't just go to the gym and say, oh, I might do 30, I might do 45, I might do an hour today. No, 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 no. You got to go into the gym knowing what you're going to do. It's time to start putting everything on paper so that you know exactly what you expect of yourself. Doesn't matter what anybody else expects from you. Doesn't matter what I expect from you. What matters is that you put on paper what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you some examples. A great example is I have a lot of clients that are network marketers. I have a network marketing business myself. How you grow this business is by process. You plan the process, though. You don't just luck up on it. You don't just find yourself stumbling upon it. So if you speak to let's just say 2 people a day about your business every single day, you need to plan out where you're going to speak to these people. You need to know where you're going to meet these people. What are you going to do today to meet these people? Or maybe you have phone calls that you have to make. Maybe you have 10 phone calls that you want to make. Well, you need to plan out, who are the 10 people I'm going to call? Where am I going to get their number? When am I going to call? When is the time going to be set aside for it? What do I want to accomplish in these calls? That is a plan. You see, that's why you have the planner or the Google Maps or the iPad calendar. Whatever it is, you have to plan it out. You have to be strategic in getting to your success. You have to know what it takes. So you look at the goal. Let's say you had this 30-day goal. Now let's go back. What do I have to do today? What do I have to do tomorrow? What do I have to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is when you look at this video? What do you have to do for the next day, for the next week, for the next month to go forward and further and forward and further and forward and further until you reach what was your goal, till you take more new ones, till you add on to the goal, because you're going to keep going. Success is not a destination, it is a journey. Remember, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You have the worthy ideal written down now. That is your mission, that is your goals, that is your commitments. Now it's time to figure out how you're going to progressively realize it. That is in the planning. That is what you're writing down each day. If you are a writer, you should be writing 1 or 2 hours a day. Maybe not every day, but you need to know before the week starts how many hours a day you're going to be writing. You've got to be focused on this. You have to understand that this can't happen by accident. Some of you are working a job and want to get out of the job and do something different. Well, here is how you plan to figure out to do something different. See, it's going to take some sacrifice on your part. There's going to be some resistance in the structure of planning your day out. But I'm telling you, the resistance is only your mind telling you different. That's why we're plugging in all this consciousness stuff. That's why you got rid of the TV. That's why you got rid of the music, if you've done it. And I'm telling you, if you haven't done it, you need to get on it. Every single person I've had do it has found enormous success. By day 30, they're not even counting the days anymore. They don't want to watch TV. I told you before, I love the NBA playoffs, and I haven't seen an inch of it. I've seen maybe 20 minutes of the NBA playoffs, the entire playoffs, and we're already towards the championship. It's crazy, but I'm telling you, you focus, because I don't have time. I can't plan in NBA basketball into getting to my goals, because every time I look at it and I say, why am I doing this? Is this getting me closer to my goal? I answer the question, no. And I don't want you to be going through your day doing a bunch of things that when you review it, you answer no to, is this getting me closer to my goals? So I want you to plan. You got to plan to succeed. Then you got to take the action. This is implementation. This is application of your dreams. You've got to do this to be where you want to go. No matter what it is your goal, whether it's big or it's small, you got to plan it. You got to know what's going on. You can't have questions. Don't waste time with indecision of figuring out what you're going to do. Plan it out the night before. Know what you're doing throughout the week. Fill out the planner. You know, if you want a better marriage, plan out, what are you going to do this week to be a better husband or a better wife or a better father or a better mother or a better brother or sister or friend? Figure it out. See, plan it. Stop saying you want to be spontaneous and you don't want to be tied down to anything. If you don't want to be tied down to anything, stop setting goals, because you don't have to be tied down to that either. But for those of you that want to go to the next level, I'm going with you. Come on with me. Let's get on a plan. Get your planner. Figure out whatever you have to do organization-wise that puts a plan up every single day, that you're sharing it with your family, that you're all on the same accord, that you know what it's going to take to get you there, and then you're just going to go, baby. We're going to get this thing done. Aspire for awesome. It is not just a saying. It is a movement. It is a feeling. It is about going further than you've ever gone before. Again, this is Coach Ray, and I'm leading you towards it. Just come on with me. And I look forward to speaking with you guys again on Thursday. Make it happen.